Howdy everyone, welcome back to the Lunar Geeks Out channel, and today we're doing something a bit different and a bit fun, making a tier list of all the albums I have in my music collection. Now, I'm sure y'all are noticing the big black space right below me. I should give a bit of explanation for that. I'm going to have album title, artist, genre, and whatever other information is worth noting. Maybe, the format of it. I'll be saying all that stuff anyway, but just, if you forget or if you don't hear it or whatever, it's easy there so you can see it. Right now, I don't actually know what's there. I'll edit something in when I'm doing this. Maybe I'll throw in a picture of the Ford Model 8. Maybe it'll be some message to join my Discord server, something which you should totally do. Maybe it'll just be some dumb little joke. Maybe I'll put nothing there and we'll forget. This is basically just a reminder to me to edit something in there. But this should be pretty fun. Something I've been thinking about doing for a little while, a tier list of some music, and this is not actually the original way I wanted this to go. I wanted to do a tier list of all the bands in my music mix, but it turns out I've got like 288 bands in there, and to put it simply, that took far too long to upload onto the website we're using right now, Tier Maker. It was not working, so I was just like, alright, I gotta figure something else out. A lot of trial and error, and I decided to do my music collection, so just ranking the albums in my collection. Now, a few more things before we hop into this. One, some of these albums, it's been years since I've heard them, and some of these albums, actually two of them, I have not actually had a chance to fully listen through yet, and I'll talk about that when we get to them. So there are a few, that's why that bottom tier comes in. Can't remember, / haven't fully heard. I'm not sure why it says that, but it does. Why it's space like that. I'll see if I can fix that. But there's a space just for those, so I don't have to try to figure out some ranking for them when I can't do so. Next thing, some of these albums are not things that I would not things I listen to anymore, not things that we talk about too much, but things that were very important, like the beginnings of my musical journey, which is why I've included them. There are some albums I have physical copies of, but I don't really consider part of my collection. It's complicated, not something I can really easily get into. Just for saying, this is not a comprehensive list of everything I own, it's just a comprehensive list of all the ones that I do consider part of my personal collection. There was something else I was going to say, and I've forgotten what it was, so I'm just going to hop into it, because I'm looking forward to going through some albums. Oh, I know what it was. Started saying it and then realized. I'm going through this just in alphabetical order by artist, and then by album from the artist. So, there's no real order with how I'm doing these things, and there's like importance or anything. No, like, this is the chronology of how I got them. It's just alphabetical order. But without further ado, let's hop into it, and the first thing we have is Eschatology of War by 1914. Now, this is one of two albums on this list that I do not have a physical copy of. I got this along with the next one for Kaiser, Volk, and Vaterland, and then I also have their tracks off of the split they did with Minenwerfer, Shot ein Kameraden, I think it is. I'm including that with this because it was a for Kaiser, Volk, and Vaterland complete discography that I got on Bandcamp. It was pretty cool. This I am counting as something separate just because it is a full album. But this one, I would put this... Would it be A or B tier? I'm gonna say this one's B tier. It's a good album, but it does drag on a bit. The tracks aren't ones that I necessarily am going to go out of my way to listen to. It's a solid album and really was a great start for them. But, it's just not my favorite. I do love that, new cover art for it, though. And then for Kaiser, Volk, and Vaterland, again, 1914, I'm gonna put this down in C tier. Again, it's got some good stuff on it, but... it's an EP, it's got some demos and some live tracks and some different stuff. It's cool, but it's not something I would really buy if it wasn't. It was bundled with the other stuff, and it was pretty dang cheap. Next up, we have A Hope in Hell by All Good Things. This is one of the more recent additions to the collection. I got to see them live with Starset not too long ago, which was super cool. And I would... I think I'm going to put this right... I think I'm going to put it right there. It's a good album. It's sort of like a metalcore-ish kind of thing. Really good, but still nothing special. And then we have All Good Songs by them. I'm going to put that there. Again, solid, but It's not quite at the same level as their newest album. Now, their previous album, To A Hope in Hell Machines, is really good as well. I'm going to put it right behind Eschatology of War. I like it, and it's got some great tracks on it. I prefer their most recent album. We got Twilight of the Thunder God by Amon Amarth, and this is easy A tier. It is a classic melodic death metal album. We all love it. It's got some great stuff on it. I don't listen to Amon Amarth as much now as I used to, but that's still a great album, and one that is just... yeah, that's a great album. Then we got Tin BABYMETAL BUDOKAN, their recent live album. Found this at my local music store, picked it up because it was, not cheap, but it was a good price, and I was like, oh yeah, BABYMETAL, nice, and I really like this. I'm actually going to put this in S tier because BABYMETAL are just so phenomenal live that, like, their studio albums are great, but this just, there's something special about hearing them live, and there's something even more special about seeing them live. I actually have a Blu-ray of, the original Budokan show, Red Knight and Black Knight, and, I've not yet had the chance to see them live in person, but it's gonna happen one day, and I cannot wait for that day to come. Next up, we got BABYMETAL's self-titled album, and I'm going to put this... I'm going to put it right above Amon Amarth. It's a good album. Their other albums are better, but it's a good, solid album. Always, you know, I love a lot of the tracks, and it makes me solid. It has a few shortcomings, which I'll talk about someday in the future, but it's a solid album and one I really like. And then we got Paranoid by Black Sabbath. It's a classic, you know, it's got Paranoid, it's got War Pigs, it's got Iron Man, the other tracks aren't as well known, but, you know, it's a classic. It's the one that, from my understanding, really made Black Sabbath famous. One of the first proper metal albums, and it's really good. This one is, I got this one on CD. It'd be nice to have on vinyl. Actually, probably a bit better to have on vinyl, but, you know, it's a good album, and I'll put it lower A tier. I was thinking maybe upper B tier, but no, it's just... I like it a bit too much. Like, it doesn't hold much meaning to me, and, the tracks I really listen to are, you know, the 3 famous ones off of it. But it's a good album. I can't really put it B tier. And then we have the album by BLACKPINK for a radical shift right there, going from one of the first metal albums right into K-pop. It's a good album, and honestly, I think I gotta put it S tier, and... that's weird to say, because BLACKPINK is not my favorite group at all. They're a lower B-tier group, probably. But the album is so good. I mean, it is probably my favorite K-pop album, which I do not say lightly. Just super, super fun, and, always put a smile on my face. Even the tracks I don't like as much. The 2 collaborations they have on there, there's the one with Selena Gomez, Ice Cream, which it's a bit of a boring track, and then the one with Cardi B, I don't like it because it's got Cardi B. They're all fun. It's got some good stuff. Music just sucks it in. It's a super fun album. Something about it just hits right. So I really, really like that one. Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon. Probably upper B tier. Again, it's a good album. I like it. It's one that really has to be listened to as a unified thing, and I can't really listen to it as a unified thing. I'm not often in, like, the mood for it. But, you know, it's a good one. Bring Me the Horizon, great band. I need to get more of their stuff. And, it's a fun one. It's got some great tracks on it. Got some real standout stuff. Has a few too many, like, transitional kind of songs and stuff. But, you know, it's a good album. I like it. Holy Diver by Dio, A tier. I'm putting it right above, actually, no, that's going right above, Amon Amarth as well. It's Dio's, debut album, one of the classic heavy metal groups, one of the classic heavy metal albums, got some famous tracks, Holy Diver, Rainbow in the Dark, just to name a few. I love that album. There's not a bad track on it. Don't really have any complaints about it. I need to get an original vinyl. That would be super cool. It's a great album. There's not too much to say about it, but yeah, that's upper A tier, definitely. Let's see. Then we got Summer Holiday by Dreamcatcher. That's a tough one. Because I prefer Dreamcatcher's heavier stuff. That's a very poppy album. And it's good, but I'm not sure. It's A tier. I'm gonna I'm gonna put it there. I think that's a good spot for it. Then we got Hotel California by Eagles. Another classic, one that I don't really listen to much. I got an original copy from 1976 on vinyl. Sadly, not a first pressing, but it plays beautifully. I need to go and listen to it again, like get a good rip of the vinyl on my computer and everything. It's a good album. Upper B tier. It's not one again, it's not one I really listen to too much. It's not really my kind of style. I found it in not a local music store, but a nearby music store, and it was pretty dang cheap. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that. We just got we just got on our first record player. We got a newer one, or a better one recently. We just got on our first record player and was like, oh yeah, I gotta get a classic for it. And that was that classic, and it's a good album. It doesn't have much emotional meaning to me. It's just one of the first vinyls I got, and I just got it because it was cheap, really. But it's good. Next up, Glenn Miller, the best of the Army, or Glenn Miller and the Army Air Force Band, the best of Army Air Force Band. This is a weird one. This is sort of the bridge between my military collection that y'all are seeing sort of in the background and my music collection. Original 1950s set of records. Some of them are unfortunately very warped. They are all very dirty, but I've cleaned some of them up and tested them out, and they play pretty nice. They got that great sort of staticky grain kind of sound that old records will have, and it's fun stuff, you know, sort of jazzy big band kind of stuff. I like it. I'm putting it lower B tier just because it's not something I'm really going to go out of my way to listen to. It's just going to be like, you know what? I want to listen to the G.I. Jive or something, and I just put on one of the records for a moment and just have some fun and then go on with my day. Then, next up, another radical shift, Heaven Shall Burn of Truth and Sacrifice. This is a good one, but I'm not sure where to put it, because I really like this album, and I think it sort of achieved what it was trying to do beautifully, but I don't really listen to them much anymore at all. I'm gonna put it right here. I think that's good for it. I don't like it as much as 1914 anymore. That's still a really good album, though. If y'all like sort of metalcore, deathcore kind of stuff, I'm not actually sure which they are. They don't feel like they're quite deathcore, but they're not light enough to be metalcore. It's weird, it's confusing. But if you like that sort of style of music and you want some good stuff, especially something that's a lot longer, I'd recommend it. It's a good album. Next, we have the first one that I can't remember, Reawakenings by Hidden Citizens. It's a bunch of, like, epic covers of old pop songs from, like, the 80s and 90s. It's cool stuff. Not really the kind of thing I'm into anymore, but it's cool stuff. I can't remember it. Let's see, A Matter, Life, and Death by Iron Maiden. Easy A tier. I'm gonna put it here between Dio and Amon Amarth. Iron Maiden, great. That's the first album I got from them. It's just, some of their stuff is better, some of their stuff is worse. It's a good mid-A tier, because it's Iron Maiden. Their stuff does not really get bad. And then, of course, I mean, following it up, Senjutsu by Iron Maiden, top of A tier easily. That is a great album. That is the most recent one I got. That was the first one they released since I got into them. Super good album. Blew me away first time I heard it. Easy A tier. And then I think between Dio and BABYMETAL, I gotta put Book of Souls by them. Another great one. Has my favorite track from them, Empire of Clouds. I like Senjutsu a bit more, and I like some of their other stuff a bit more, and I like some of the other stuff I have in my collection a bit more, but that's a good album. Next up, I haven't actually scroll now. We got Number the Beast. This is upper B tier. I'll put it at the top of B tier. It's a good album. I love some of the tracks off of it. It's just, it was very early for them. They hadn't quite found exactly what it was that they were doing, and they hadn't quite polished everything, but they were very close. Very good album. Got some classic tracks on it. Perhaps a bit overrated, but good album, easy, upper B tier. Next up, War of the Worlds musical, Jeff Wayne, I think it is. Another one I can't remember. It's good. I remember it's good. I can't really remember it. to rank it. I only just remembered that I actually have it, and just remember that it exists because a friend of mine was talking about it the other day. It's fun, it's kind of silly. I would recommend it. I do need to go listen to it again, but not my kind of thing anymore. I'm not big into musicals, and again, I can't remember it, so I can't rank it. Then we have Escape by Journey. This is one of the recent ones I got. Went to local antique store and got this thing. It was like 15 bucks. Cover is kind of rough, but the record itself is fine. I still need to playtest it, but I'm sure it's a good album. I know Don't Stop Believing. I don't actually know the other tracks off of it. My mom saw it, said it was a good album, said it was in good condition, so I bought it because it needs some more classics. I just haven't heard it yet. I'm looking forward to hearing it because, yeah, it's a journey. One of the classic rock groups and everything. I just haven't had the time yet. Then we got British Steel by Judas Priest. I'll put it lower A tier. I do like Dreamcatcher a bit more, and I like it more than Black Sabbath. It's a good album. It's a classic album. Either that one or Painkiller is the most famous. I think it's that one. I really like it. I got that one on vinyl. That was actually the first vinyl I bought. Eagles and that one were the first vinyl I bought. Really good album. Not a bad track on it. Just doesn't really hit me hard enough to be any higher. Then my other Judas Priest album, also got this on vinyl, Sad Wings of Destiny. I'll put this, actually, I'll put it right, no, I'll put it right below it. It's got some of my favorite tracks from them, like Victims of Changes, and then Dreamer, Deceiver, and Deceiver back to back is just beautiful. But the vocal delivery is better on British Steel. AB by KALEO, upper A tier, definitely. I'm actually going to put that above Senjutsu. That is a really good album. I got that at Barnes & Noble, actually. I was there doing some Christmas gift shopping, trying to get some albums for my family, and I saw that, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick this up. I've been wanting to for, like, pretty much every time. I was wanting to get it pretty much every time I went in there, but I actually had the money to do it that time, so I figured, why not? It's a good album. You know, it's got the whole blues rock kind of thing that apparently I was really looking for that kind of music. It hit hard. Next up, another radical shift. We got Sorni Nai by Kauan. This is a sort of post-rock, black metal, atmospheric, progressive thing. It's really weird. It's like 7 tracks that all flow together to create one specific, like, 50-minute track. It's a fictionalized retelling of the Dyatlov Pass incident. Super weird, but super cool. Like, some usage of, like, different styles of music and different instruments and stuff to convey emotion and leitmotifs and all this different stuff. I need to go and listen to it again. Wish I had it on vinyl, but I don't. Well, how much music can I put on the vinyl? Because I think I saw 40 minutes earlier, but it might be 80. I don't know. I think it's too long to go on a single side of a vinyl, and it would need to be on it. But I'm gonna put this one. It's been a while since I've heard it. I like it. I'm gonna put it right above Amarth. It's a super cool album. Next up, Dark Matter by Less Friction. This actually is one I can remember. This was a really important one to me ages ago. It's a super cool album. It's been a long time since I've listened to it, but it's like take Starset and make them a lot more pop, and you've sort of got it, but not quite. Add in a bit more like orchestra kind of stuff, and again, you sort of got it, but not quite. Tells a cool science fiction-y story, which actually, again, very similar to Starset. I'm gonna say upper C tier. It's been too long since I've heard it to rank it, so again, it's going in there. Reality in Black by MAMAMOO. That is, I'll put that right below, right above. Actually, no, it's got to go right above Amarth. That is, that's a good album. I prefer some of their other stuff, but that's a good one. That's the first one I got from them, so of course, it's got that emotional connection and everything. And now that I think about it, I think Summer Holiday needs to be bumped right above Amarth. Then we got Where Are We by MAMAMOO. That is upper A tier, definitely. I will put it right. Yeah, that's fair. I wish it was a bit longer, and I wish it had a bit more variety in the music, but it's beautiful. Next one I can't review slash can't remember. Minute Work, Business as Usual. This is the other one that I got recently at the local antique store. Again, just haven't had a chance to listen to the full thing. But it's Minute Work. I'm sure it's good. You know, everyone knows Down Under and Who Can It Be now. I think they've got like one other big track, but I don't know it. But it's some good stuff. I haven't had the chance to listen to the full thing yet. Black Album by Metallica. Lower B tier. I'll put it right above Heaven Shall Burn. It's a good album. It's just, I'm not a big Metallica fan. I like their stuff, but they're not my favorite by any means. MCR, Black Parade. Honestly, that is an S tier album. That thing is beautiful. I was very late to the party with MCR. I only discovered them like midway through last year. I don't know what their other stuff is like, but that album is really good. Probably one of the best I've ever heard, actually. Not necessarily one of my all-time favorites, but definitely one of the best I've ever heard. I think there's a point where you can sort of look at something objectively, and then compare it to how you subjectively feel about it. Super, super good album, just not one of my favorites. It's a weird blend of things. Some of these albums in here I actually like more than this one. I just think that this is actually a better album. It's weird. Let's see, Portal of Eye by Obliviscaris. I'm gonna put this one lower C tier. It's been a while since I've heard it. They're prog metal, they got some good stuff. I prefer other prog groups, and no, I like that album, just lower C tier for it. Then we got Ordinary Man by Ozzy Osbourne. I'll put this between Ammo and Hope and Hell. It's a good album. Ozzy's older stuff is a bit better. The album's a bit slower than I really like, but it's a good one. Heroes by Sabaton. This is A tier. I'll put it there. That's actually the first proper metal album I got. I did get All Good Things first. That was, I think, it was either Machines or All Good Songs that I got from them, but those have some like hard rock kind of stuff as well, so this is like the first fully metal album that I got. Then we got Great War. This one, I'm gonna put this one right above Heroes. It's a really good album. I like it slightly more, but they're about the same. This Place Will Become Your Tomb by Sleep Token. Got this on vinyl for Christmas. All-time favorite album, upper S tier. There's nothing going above that one. I'll already call it. Just everything about that album just like scratches all the musical itches I have. I don't know what it is, but it is just such a good album. Easily all-time favorite, easily best album on this list. Antennas to Hell by Slipknot. If I'm ranking my physical copies, I gotta put this one in D tier, because I got this at Walmart and didn't notice until after I got it that it's the censored version, and the censoring is really funny on it. But it does bump it down to D tier as well. Then we got the other Slipknot album I have, Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. It's a good album, very experimental, so it's a bit weird, but pretty cool. I'll put it at the top of C tier. You see Kriegsfreiwilligen by Stalag 328. I have one of 115 copies of this album, which is pretty dang cool. It's not an album I listen to very often at all. It's kind of painful to listen to, but it is such a cool album, like noise, industrial, ambient kind of stuff, themed around World War I, specifically the first, second, and third battles of Ypres, if I remember correctly. Honestly, this is an S tier album. I'm putting it at the bottom of S tier just because it is very painful to listen to, but that's an S tier. Horizons by Starset, easy S tier as well. I got to see them live, I think I mentioned that earlier, which was super cool. I got a couple live videos from that show, so go back in my videos and check them out. It was some super fun. Actually, I gotta bump this up above the album. That's, yeah, that works. That is a good album. Then we got, Foreign Skies by the Dreadnoughts, folk punk, which is pretty cool. Got that one ages ago. That's A tier. I will put it. I think that's where it needs to go. That is a good album. It's been a while since I've listened to it, but I love that one so much. I love that band so much. It's a good album. Got a pretty decent variety of styles on it and everything. If y'all like that genre of music, highly recommended. Here's What Ails You by the Longs Johns. That's an S tier. That's just a fun album. That's another one I got for Christmas on vinyl. Such a fun album, such a good album. You'd love The Longest Johns. I'll always sing along to the stuff and everything. So easy, S tier. Redneck Vikings from Hell by Aether Realm. Honestly, that's another S tier. I think that's going to go above BABYMETAL. That is such a good album. Tarot is a bit better, but that one is really good. Also got a signed copy of the CD, which is pretty dang cool. And speaking of Tarot by Aether Realm, easy S tier again. That is one of my all-time favorite metal albums, has one of my all-time favorite songs on it, let alone all-time favorite metal songs. Super good. Invincible, Skyworld, and Vanquish by Two Steps from Hell. Been too long since I've heard them, can't rank them. It's like orchestral trailer music. Y'all have heard the kind of stuff before. Y'all have heard their stuff before. It's some good stuff. It's just been... it might have been middle school since I've listened to these. It's probably back in high school that I last listened. It's been ages. I kind of forgot they existed. It's some good stuff. Again, it has been so long that I can't remember any tracks off of them. And then Red by Wien. This is A tier as well. I think it's gonna go here. It's a good album. It's been a while since I've listened to that one, but that's a really good album. Can't wait for what she's got coming out next. Looking forward to checking the stuff out off of that one. Easy A tier again. And then finally, Ronin by Zach Hempsey. Been too long since I've listened to it to rank it. So that is the ranking done. So I'll just run back through it. S tier we have This Place Will Become Your Tomb by Sleep Token. Tarot by Aether Realm. The Black Parade by MCR. Redneck of Vikings from Hell by Aether Realm. 10 BABYMETAL BUDOKAN by BABYMETAL. Horizons by Starset. Cures What Ails You by the Longest Johns. The album by BLACKPINK. And Stalag 328 by Kriegsfreiwilligen. These are the best of the best that I own. Either they have a lot of emotional resonance, or they're super good music, or super fun music, or some mixture of the three. A tier. AB by KALEO. Senjutsu by Iron Maiden. BABYMETAL by BABYMETAL. The Book of Souls by Iron Maiden. WAW, Where Are We by MAMAMOO. Foreign Skies by the Dreadnoughts. Holy Diver by Dio. A Matter of Life and Death by Iron Maiden. Sorni Nai by Kauan. Reality in Black by MAMAMOO. Summer Holiday by Dreamcatcher. Great War and Heroes by Sabaton. Red by Wien. Twilight of the Thunder God by Amarth. British Steel. And Sad Wings of Destiny by Judas Priest. And Paranoid by Black Sabbath. All great albums, just not quite good enough to get up into S tier. In B tier, we have The Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden, Hotel California by Eagles, Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon, Ordinary Man by Ozzy Osbourne, A Hope in Hell by All Good Things, Eschatology of War by 1914, Metallica, also known as the Black Album by Metallica, Of Truth and Sacrifice by Heaven Shall Burn, Machines by All Good Things, and The Best of Army Air Force Band by Glenn Miller and the Army Air Force Band. These are sort of the mid-range things. They're good albums, not too many flaws, but nothing really bringing them up into the next level of quality. In C tier, we have Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses by Slipknot, All Good Songs by All Good Things, Für Kaiser, Volk und Vaterland by 1914, with their tracks in Ich hatte einen Kameraden, or whatever the title is of that, thrown in as well, and Polar Vibe by Obliviscaris. Solid albums, just not a little below sort of the average. In D tier, we have Antennas to Hell by Slipknot, specifically the censored version. It's funny, it made me laugh, but it's censored, and it's not good censoring at all, as opposed to the censored copy of MCR's The Black Parade that I have, because, again, got it from Walmart and did not notice that it was censored. Yeah, that one was actually done pretty well, though, so I can't complain too much. And finally, the ones I own, but it's been too long since I've heard them, or I haven't fully heard them, or I just can't remember the album at all. Reawakenings by Hidden Citizens, The War of the Worlds musical by Jeff Wayne, Escape by Journey, Darker Matter by Less Friction, Business as Usual by Men at Work, Invincible, Skyworld, and Vanquish by Two Steps from Hell, and Ronin by Zach Hempsey. All good albums, just can't really rank them with the others because of a few different reasons. And with that is the tier list done. I had a lot of fun with this. Let me actually scroll up so y'all can properly see it. It is too big for y'all to properly see it. I'll scroll up to the top so y'all can see the important stuff. Alright, now y'all can see the important stuff. That was a lot of fun. I'll probably do a tier list again in the future. It'll be a little while, but I'd love to do one again in the future. I had a lot of fun making this. Let me know what tier lists y'all are interested in seeing. Are there any, like, specific genres y'all want to see? Do y'all want to see, like, all the Japanese metal bands I have? Or do you want me to rank, all this stuff based on, like, the cover art alone? Or do you want me to rank, you know, whatever? Or are there any other tier lists y'all want to see me do? If I do a tier list in the future, I'll probably actually stream it over on Twitch to get some audience interaction in and everything. So, in the link tree in the description, there is a link to my Twitch, so drop a follow if that interests y'all. Also in the description, Discord server, you can hop in there, be part of the community. I mentioned that already. Instagram account, there'll be a Twitter, because I had to make it. I had to make a Twitter to do this, so I guess follow that if y'all want to stay updated on stuff or something. I don't know. I'm not going to be active on it, probably. There'll be an Instagram account. I might have already said that. I don't know. There's stuff in the description. Click the links, check the stuff out, and then, you know, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. I think I might have already said that. I don't know. It's late. I'm tired, but I had a lot of fun with this. I'll do something like this again sometime. There will be reactions again soon. This is just a video I've kind of had to make to give myself a bit more of a break, and because I thought it would be fun. I don't know if I said this already, but that's going to do it. Thank y'all for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.